Hello Pisces, how's it going? It is time for your reading. I decided to put the furry side down. I just kind of wanted to, it's kind of nice. So anyhow, let's get into your reading and see what's going on. Been really super busy, you guys. Apologize for the miss yesterday, but you know, I did kind of do a small little read yesterday, and the energy kind of stays pretty close to the same. So it wasn't really, much different. I just didn't have time to put it up because I've been really busy and I'm getting ready to go back to San Francisco at the end of the month. So Nauthiz. So Nauthiz is a rune of it's either a lack of something or some sort of friction. I kind of feel that this is more some sort of friction or something, or maybe it's some sort of hardship. We'll have to get more. I got to get the other runes out. What else? Just because we pull up Nauthiz, the first rune, doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad reading. You know, Nauthiz is a necessary rune. Because when you have some sort of friction, it teaches you something to get away from the friction or something. It teaches you to deal with it somehow. It's like back in the old days, they didn't have heat in houses, and then somebody came up with the idea that maybe we could put a wood stove in a house, and so yeah, that's kind of like what Nauthiz means. So I feel that it's necessary. Ehwaz. Ehwaz is in reverse. This could be a loss of momentum or some sort of misdirected energy. It always means to slow down. It doesn't matter where the rune is anywhere. When it's in reverse, it means you don't need to push something. Whatever it is you're pushing, it's not getting you anywhere. You could be feeling maybe unmotivated to move forward too for some of you. Barkana. Oh man. So now Barkana can talk about the family. It most certainly doesn't have to be, but this is some sort of stagnation. So there's something stagnant here. It could be like that the environment that you're in is not ripe right yet. Yeah, it could be something like that. Yeah, I have a feeling that this has to do with your environment. And I also feel that with Wangyu here, which is really a good rune to have here for your advice, is to protect your peace. Yeah, because, this is peace and happiness and joy. And this is just like there's a bunch of noise going on. I see it. I see some sort of stagnation back here. I see some sort of friction going on. And I don't see you really moving forward right now. So now is a good time to just protect your peace. Okay, Pisces? That's all you want anyway, is just some peace. So protect it. Anzus. Anzus in reverse next to Nauthiz, huh? So this is some sort of a blocked communication. You might have blocked communication with somebody. Yeah. This could also be some sort of lack of clarity or a big misunderstanding. There could be a lack of honest communication from you or from someone else. And I feel it's probably from someone else. This could be a family member. See what I have? See Barkana in the reverse? Doesn't have to be, but somebody's not communicating with you honestly. And so there's a lack of that. And there's some sort of a big misunderstanding here. You might feel kind of trapped right now, Pisces, or restricted. But, you know, with Wanyu here, I have really good hope for this. I do. So, yeah, the main thing here with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the main thing here is saying to protect your peace. Okay, protect your peace. And that's really all you can do right now. We're going to find out more. Let's get some more. Perthro. Well, Perthro is in the upright. Now for us, this is good news, okay? Because whatever this is over here, it isn't quite as bad as you think it is. All right? So that's reassuring. But now for this other person, whoever it is that you may be dealing with, this person has secrets. There's some sort of secrets going on. They're keeping something really close to their chest. So you have Menez in reverse. Okay, so Menez in reverse, this person here is kind of like, you know, this could be some sort of isolation. They could be isolating themselves. Yeah, they could be. This could be some sort of isolation. Yeah. It's kind of interesting. This could definitely be a family member. I'm feeling that right here with Menez. This person could feel alienated. Me and my words. Alienated. There we go. That's another word What else? Let's get one more for this person. Ehwaz in reverse. This person also could be very selfish. Okay, because when it's in the upright, it talks about assistance. You know, somebody assisting you. And this person could be very selfish. I feel this person is selfish. And they've got secrets. And there's something here about them here with Ehwaz in reverse. They feel very vulnerable, so they're kind of hiding out. This is also talking about kind of like taking cover, you know, isolating themselves because they feel totally helpless here. They feel exposed. Yeah, they got some secrets here that I feel are probably going to be exposed. That's why they're so freaked out over here. It feels like they're kind of like freaked out. Now this is really weird, Pisces. Fehu come up like this. Now what do? You know, it's not upside down, and it's not right side up. So what I'm feeling is that there's multiple issues over here concerning your money. But it's not negative necessarily. It may feel negative right now. But what this is some sort of necessity to get here to the Fehu, which is, good health, money, prosperity, stability. So there's something here going on with that. So, I'm going to leave it upright, but it still come out sideways. And usually to me, what that means is there's multiple ways of making money here that you might not actually even see yet that are going to be coming your way. And it could have something to do with something that has been kept from you. What does Pisces need to do to get to Fehu? This is Fehu. This is money. This is our money or our health. But we want to know the easiest way to get to it. Wow, the sun. You know what the sun's telling me here, Pisces? This is a very happy card, but the sun exposes things, okay? And I'm looking over here at this person over here that's feeling very, very exposed. You see, the reason why they're feeling exposed here, Pisces, is because the sun is shining on them and some secret is coming out. The ring. The ring. So the ring talks about some sort of agreement. It could also be some sort of something that's going around as well. Some sort of energy that's going around, but I'm feeling that this could be more so of some sort of a deal or a contract, either that you're in now or you will be. What else? You got the birds. So, Pisces, you could be having some nervous energy. I feel nervous energy here. I really do. You could be overthinking things, stressing on things, And like I said, Pisces, you don't really need to do that because, Perthrow here is saying that things are not really as bad as they feel, okay? They're not. And, you could be feeling, nervous energy from, Nauthiz here and this stagnant energy that's not moving forward. And the rats. Ooh. The rats isn't really that, great of a card. It's just talking about there's just a lot of anxiety that's eating away at your peace. And that's why Wang Yu come up here. Because, Wang Yu is telling you to protect your peace. Okay? And if it means isolation, then that's what it means. See, all these runes over here, they're ours too, but it also is other people as well. Sometimes, in a reading, when I get over to this side, it's so strong, it's just all us. But this is probably somebody else, most likely, for sure. But it also is talking about us, and maybe we need to isolate or something just so we can get the peace that we need, because we need to protect our peace. All right. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the snake. Ugh. Gosh. The scythe and the stork. Okay, well, that's not too bad. Okay, so, the snake is, this is like underneath the whole situation, okay? This is kind of like the whole reading in itself, really. The bottom of the deck tells a lot. And the snake is talking about some sort of toxic dynamic here. Something toxic, all right? The snake is not a good card. But with the scythe, that's coming to an end. So whatever this toxic energy here is, that's been causing this stagnant energy here, and this not moving forward, is coming to an end, okay? This could also be talking about a reconciliation, Pisces. This could be talking about a reconciliation with somebody, or it could be talking about some sort of, upgrade or relocation, because, see, we have the stork here too. So this is some sort of upgrade. Maybe some of you are actually physically moving. This could indicate that as well. Here, let's grab a couple of other cards here. So that's good. So whatever this toxic energy is here, we're moving away. We're cutting it out, and we're moving away from it, whatever that is. And it could be an actual physical move. It could be moving away from some sort of other toxic situation. But whatever this toxic situation is here with Nauthiz, it's necessary, okay? And we're going to come out ahead here with Fehu, because when it comes out sideways like that, to me, it's talking about, there's multiple different options that you may have that you're coming in the future about your finances. They're positive, yeah. So long as you're, using your common sense. It was here like that, so, let's get a couple of these Moonology cards. What's going on with Pisces? You and your loved ones are safe, Pisces. New moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. I really like that. Makes me feel better, right? Get one more here. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. All right, Pisces? But the main thing here is, protect your peace. That's what Wang Yu's saying. Protect your peace. I'm going to pull one of these out here too. What else? Rejuvenate yourself. Know your limits and allow them to guide you. Limitations can teach you to take better care of yourself, and you have full permission to rest and say no. And you do. See? With Menez here in reverse, you can do that if you need to. Let's get one more. Simplify life. Life is meant to be simple and easy. And so don't let superficial energies distract you from your true essence. Simplicity and purity will lift your spirits. All right, Pisces? All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you haven't, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys again tomorrow, all right? All right, you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.